Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Madden 20 Ultimate Team video, and today I am going to be ranking my favorite Maddens of the 2010s decade. Now this is all of the Maddens that did come out between 2010 and 2020. I don't believe Madden 20 is on this list. Yeah, it is not, so this is going to be 10 through 19. Now, some of these games I didn't play. I really didn't play like 10 through 13 that much, so they'll probably all just kind of be similar just because I didn't play them. But after that, I played a lot of the Madden games, pretty much all of them, except I played all of them pretty much consistently, except for 15, which I played a little bit, not too much. But before we get in the video, guys, make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you guys are enjoying the tier list videos and you're enjoying the Madden videos in general. And if you don't want to miss them, like I said, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so when you can get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. But let's get right into the tier list. Alright, starting off, guys, I feel like this is a very good way to start off. We got Madden 16. It's my favorite Madden of the decade. Not my favorite, but I know it's a lot of people's favorites. A lot of people talk about how this is literally one of the best Maddens of all time, just because of its gameplay was great. The new additions it made game modes wise was great, and just it revolutionized Madden a lot. The cover athlete OBJ looks super sick, and I know a lot of people love this Madden, especially it's Dom. If you've seen him talk about Madden 16, he talks about how much he really loves this game. But I know this is the year that they introduced draft champions, or the Mut draft, whatever they called it back then. And it was one of the best years of Madden I ever played. With Mut draft was so much fun. I mean, there was so many good cards coming out. The content felt brand new and it was great. The challenges were easy. Playing online head-to-head was actually fun for once, unlike Madden 20. And I really enjoyed this game a lot. I will say it brought happiness to me, and I definitely enjoyed Madden 16 quite a bit. Alright guys, next up we got Madden 13. I'm just going to put this in the mid tier because I did not play Madden 13. I don't have much to say. I'll say the cover looks super dope. I mean, I know I own this game on Xbox 360 because I pretty much collected a lot of the Maddens through 06 just because I thought that was kind of cool to have all the Maddens. And they're all pretty much on Xbox 360 through, I believe, 17 or 16 is when I collected all the Maddens Xbox 360 wise, just because they were cheap at like GameStop, and I thought it'd be cool to have all of them collected. But I never really played Madden 13, so I wouldn't really know if it's great or not, so I'm just gonna put that in mid tier just because I don't really know about it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with some of these Maddens, just because I did not play them enough. Now Madden 18, this is going to be a very controversial opinion. Now obviously the cover, it looks pretty cool. It's not the best cover I've ever seen. I don't like Tom Brady, but I mean, it's still a dope cover. You gotta respect the man for what he did, and I'm gonna put Madden 18 in the GOAT tier. Madden 18 is my personal favorite Madden of all time. I enjoyed that game so much. It was the first Madden I probably spent, like, it was my main game at the time I played. Now I played Madden 16, I played Madden 25, I played Madden 17, all those games. They were never like my first choice for a game. Like when Madden 25 and Madden 15 roll out, I played like a lot of Minecraft, and I played a lot of Skylanders at the time because I was super young. And I liked them and all, but they weren't like my game at the time. It's like Skylanders or Lego Star Wars was at the time. Now Madden 18, when it really came out, I enjoyed that game so much, man. It was my favorite game. It's probably honestly my favorite game of all. Minecraft is probably my favorite game of all time, just because of its OG-ness. But I really loved Madden 18 for what it was. It was so much fun to me. It was my first time in like really like playing Mut a bunch as well. Like Madden 16, I played a little bit of Mut with like draft champions and all that, but I played a lot of franchise in that year, and I played just a lot of play now with my friends. Madden 18 was really when I got into a bunch of Mut, and I really started playing it hardcore. It was so much fun, man. Madden 18, one of my favorite Maddens of all time. I mean, the golden tickets that year were really dope with Lamar Jackson. I remember the draft cards in Baker Mayfield, being super excited for the draft cards coming out in Madden 18, and that's one of my favorite Maddens of all time. I had a lot of fun playing it. I don't really care if anyone else did. It was one of my favorite Maddens of all time, probably just because for the nostalgia reasons. Now, next up, we got Madden 10. I mean, I didn't play Madden 10. I mean, the cover looks dope as, but I didn't play Madden 10, so I can't say much about it. Don't really have anything to say. Very similar to Madden 13. didn't play it. Next up, we got Madden 25, my second favorite Madden of all time. It's gonna go in the elite tier. It was my first ever real Madden that I played, and I had so much fun on it. The cover looks dope as the 25-year anniversary, and it looks super cool. AP on the cover. I mean, I know during that time AP wasn't exactly loved because of what he did, but I know he's respected now because everyone's kind of gotten over it. But AP, I mean, super dope cover athlete for sure. But getting into the game, I mean, there was no draft champions in Madden 25. I played a little bit of online head-to-head, but not too much. I loved building my team in Madden 25. I had no clue what I was doing, so that added to it. It was really fun. I would just buy random crap from the store half the time. Sometimes I'd go on the auction block and just buy the first card I saw, and it added a lot of fun to the game. I was pretty bad at the game, but for me, it was a lot of fun to play. And I really enjoyed that game. It was, like I said, my first ever Madden I really played, and I really enjoyed that game. Now I'm going to get through these games really quick right here. We got Madden 11. I didn't play it. Madden 12, I played a little bit. I remember playing some Play Now with friends at Madden 12. I had a lot of fun. I remember thinking, this is a Browns player. I must like this game. So I liked it. I know it's Peyton Hillis on the cover. I love Peyton Hillis as a Browns legend, you could say. Definitely not. But still, one of the decent Madden that I played. I had some fun playing Play Now with friends. I remember at friends' houses or sleepovers, we'd play Madden 12, and it was decent, but it wasn't anything amazing. It was still a pretty fun game, though. Next up, we got Madden 15. I mean, to be honest, I hated this game. It was coming out of Madden 25, which was one of the most fun games I had ever played, for sure. I just had so much fun on that game just because I had no clue what I was doing. Now, Madden 15, I don't know. It's just, when I bought that game and I got on the game, it just did not feel the same as Madden 25. Now, I'm ranking it lower than these just because, I mean, I don't know what they were like, so I can't really judge them. But I didn't play Madden 15 a lot after, like, the first few months just because I found it so boring, man. Like, I definitely got into, like, different other games like PUBG. I don't know if PUBG was out during Madden 15, but I know I started playing, like, PUBG and Fortnite and all those games up and coming within the next few years, and that's kind of what stopped my drift of Madden until, really, Madden 19 came out. And 15, it wasn't that good, man. I hated that game just because it just didn't feel the same as Madden 25. Now, next up, we got Madden 17. It's a GOAT game for me because I remember I never really played the game a bunch. Like, I played it a little bit. I played it like at least once a week, which probably isn't much for most people, but I played a little bit of Mut, but I played a lot of Play Now with friends, and I played a lot of franchise in that game. But I remember some of my favorite memories are watching KKS's videos on Madden 17, doing team builders and draft videos and challenge videos and online games. Those are some of my favorite videos of all time to watch, and sometimes I still look back and those videos are over 3-4 years old now, and they were so much fun to watch for me, and I definitely miss those times in Madden 17. One of my favorite Maddens of all time, for sure. Now, the final Madden on this list is Madden 19. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers did not like this game at all, just because, I don't know, it didn't feel great. The content wasn't amazing. When it came to Mut, the gameplay wasn't amazing, but I feel like it's in the same ballpark as Madden 12. It's a great game. It's not like an elite or GOAT game. Like, this is like the mid tier. This isn't really the mid tier for me. Like, this is the average good tier. This is the below average, or I just didn't play it enough, so I'm gonna put it in like the little low average. Awful tier, a very good tier, and this is obviously GOAT tier. I feel like it's about average. It's pretty decent. It's not amazing. Game played pretty well. Now, I don't really have much to talk about Madden NFL 20. It was decent, but nothing amazing. Now, if I were to rank Madden 20 on here, I'd probably put it in elite. Now, gameplay-wise, it's an awful. Gameplay-wise, Madden 20 is one of the worst Maddens I've ever played. It was just so not fun to play because it was just going up against the same thing every time. It just got so sickening. It's so hard to upload content to YouTube gameplay-wise and not have people run the same thing on you the whole time, and just going up against, like, I guess quote-unquote sweats in head-to-head is also kind of frustrating, just to see, like, people, like, sweating to win in just a fun-to-play game mode. But, I mean, it is what it is. Not the best gameplay game ever, but content-wise, it was a very, very good game, I will say. Up until, like, April or May, it was doing great, man. Like, the Easter promo, the free agency promo was great, the Zero Chill, the Harvest promo, the most feared promo. They were all great. I loved this year's promos. There was a little bit of a problem. They had a lot of problems with like delays on promos, but I was really a big deal with me. Just these promos were some of this content was just so good this year up until April or May, when they really just gave up on the game, which is a little frustrating. But I really enjoyed the content this year, and I'm really excited for Madden 21. And if you guys are excited for Madden 21, make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on, so you don't miss when I make videos about Madden 21 coming up in the future. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on. But yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.